Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin's combined net worth is CoupleGoals. Music megastar Justin Bieber and model Hailey Baldwin Bieber will celebrate their third wedding anniversary on September 30, 2021. Although the two celebrities experienced a rocky start to their romance years ago, splitting up only to reconcile, they fell back in love and quickly married each other in 2018. Now, the lovebirds are inseparable, and it's rare to see one without the other. Bieber, who is this year's most nominated artist at the MTV Video Music Awards on September 12, and his wife are one of the richest celebrity couples currently hounded by the paparazzi. Combined, the stars are worth more than $300 million. Here is a look at how much the Biebers are worth and how they made their millions. What is Justin Bieber's net worth? $285 million. Bieber's net worth has been steady for a while now, but the 27-year-old's financial worth truly exploded during the first few years of his celebrity as a teen. The sensation's current net worth is estimated to be a whopping $285 million. In the early days of his career, he was still making more than most people will see in a lifetime, but it was just a fraction of what he pulls in these days. The pop singer launched his career in 2010, and it didn't take long for his bank account to swell. In 2011, just 1 year after he broke into the mainstream and became the hottest new thing in music, Forbes placed him 9th on the publication's list of the highest-paid musicians in the world, as he had raked in $53 million. The following year, he was on the cover of the magazine as a venture capitalist, and at the time, he had made more than $100 million in 2 years. 4 ways Justin Bieber makes millions. 1. Touring. As with pretty much all working musicians these days, Bieber brings in the bulk of his revenue via touring and performing live to sold-out crowds numbering in the tens of thousands. It's estimated that Bieber pulls in around $1 million per night while on tour, so it's easy to understand how these ventures are his primary income source. The Canadian star also plays private concerts and one-off events that bring in additional income. Bieber has headlined 3 global tours, and they were all massive successes. His first outing, the My World World Tour, brought in $53 million, but that turned out to be just the beginning. His follow-up, the Believe Tour, was even bigger, collecting $110 million between 2012 and 2013. His next outing, the Purpose Tour, was a blockbuster success, earning more than $250 million in ticket sales during 2016 and 2017. He is headed back out on the road in 2022 for the Justice Tour, which will surely be a massive moneymaker. 2. Music. Bieber, who catapulted into stardom thanks to being an early YouTube sensation, naturally makes some money from his songs. While it probably isn't lining his pockets as some might imagine, the money he makes from his actual art certainly isn't chump change. He earned a reported $400,000 advance for his first album, and the numbers have only improved from there. The details about his deal with his record label aren't publicly available, but as he is one of the most successful pop stars in the world, he can absolutely command an enormous payday per release. Bieber has now released 6 studio albums as well as several compilations, remix projects, and EPs. He has hit #1 on the Billboard 200 albums chart and the Hot 100 songs ranking in the US 8 times apiece, and he's broken into the top 10 on the latter list with dozens of titles. How artists make money in today's streaming-first economy is often confusing, but the simple truth is that those who are often paid the most for activity directly connected to hit songs, streaming, radio play, and the like, are songwriters, not necessarily those performing the songs themselves. Thankfully for him, Bieber is credited as a songwriter on nearly everything he's ever released, even dating way back to the beginning of his career. All that behind-the-scenes work has surely helped make him a very rich man, and he likely pulls in millions in royalties per year. 3. Endorsements. Throughout the decade he's been a global superstar, Bieber has teamed up with a number of brands for high-profile campaigns, and all of them have paid him well. Perhaps his most recognizable endorsement work is with Calvin Klein, who contracted Bieber to pose in his skivvies for the company, at times posing and making out with Hailey all in the name of advertising. Exactly what Bieber earned for this revealing work isn't clear, but other celebrities have pulled in somewhere between $1 million and $4 million, so chances are he collected a big check. Albums and posing for Calvin Klein and Proactive, Bieber has also lent his face to brands like Balenciaga, Best Buy, and Beats by Dre. For the ad he starred in for Best Buy, which also featured legendary rocker Ozzy Osbourne, Bieber may have made as much as $1 million. As it was a commercial made for the Super Bowl, and those are known to be especially costly. 4. Products. Bieber also pulls in big bucks with other products connected to his ever-expanding empire. Just a few years after making it big, he jumped into the fragrance world. It went spectacularly well from the get-go. His perfume Someday was a bestseller, racking up more than $3 million in sales in no time, and by the end of its first year, Someday had done an astounding $60 million in receipts. The singer has now released at least 7 different products in the fragrance world. He later partnered with Nicole by OPI, one of the top nail polish brands, to launch his own One Less Lonely Girl collection, which was named after one of his first hit singles. The line was snapped up in record time, and within hours it was no longer available. A few years ago, Bieber took a major step as a businessman by launching a clothing line, Drew House, and it was also hugely popular from the moment it launched. The financials surrounding the company are very secretive, but it seems to sell out whenever new items are posted, so this latest venture is likely also helping keep Bieber's wallet full. What is Hailey Baldwin's net worth? $20 million. While the 24-year-old isn't able to claim the same net worth as her husband, she is still doing very well for herself. The model and actress reportedly has a net worth of about $20 million. 3 ways Hailey Baldwin makes millions. 1. Modeling. The bulk of her money comes from the incredible success she's found in the modeling world. Starting less than a decade ago, she began working to build her brand in that competitive industry, and she was quickly selected by a number of brands to represent them. While her rate for posing or walking in a runway show isn't publicly available, she now counts as one of the most in-demand figures in the field. Throughout her career, she has strutted her stuff on the catwalk for names like Tommy Hilfiger, Topshop, Ali Saab, French Connection, Sonia Rykiel, Prabal Gurung, Jeremy Scott, Tory Burch, Dolce & Gabbana, and countless others. Bieber has also appeared in advertisements, print, online, social media and beyond, for companies like Levi, UGG, Tommy Hilfiger, Guess, and most recently, Jimmy Choo. In just the past few years, she has covered or appeared in global editions of publications like Marie Claire, Elle, Harper's Bazaar, as well as several different iterations of Vogue around the world. 2. Fashion. After getting her start in modeling, it makes sense that Bieber would find opportunities to partner with fashion companies for capsule collections and other projects. With each making her a little richer, she worked with the Daily Edited for a line of 3 handbags called The Hailey Edited, which marked her first foray into designing. She also partnered with footwear brand Public Desire as a designer, and with Australian cosmetics line Model Co for her own products. These firms were all looking to capitalize on her popularity, which costs them a pretty penny. 3. TV. The social media titan, she has more than 37 million Instagram followers and 1.2 million YouTube subscribers, began appearing on TV in various roles, all of which hint at her having grander ambitions than posing for magazines and walking the runway. She hosted the MTV Europe Music Awards in 2015, and not long after that, she joined the show Drop the Mic as a co-host alongside rapper Method Man. So far, the TBS program, which was spun off of a popular segment on The Late Late Show with James Corden, has aired 3 seasons, and a 4th could be coming soon. What Bieber brings in for these on-camera gigs also isn't public, but they are likely significant paydays, especially her cable TV hosting role, helping elevate the Biebers' combined net worth.